Do you think Leon will be all right?
We have no choice but to put our trust in Dr. Silva.
Damn it! How could you let this happen? You were right there!
Roy, that's enough. Leon was fulfilling her duty as the prince's bodyguard. If you're gonna be blaming the prince, you're just blaming Leon too.
Whatever. You're just making excuses!
If you're going to make noise, do it elsewhere. We have a patient here.
Doctor!
How is Leon doing?
She's out of danger now. She's going to be all right.
Really? Oh, that's great!
Oh, thank goodness! Thank goodness!
What will it take to shut you guys up? Prince, you can see Leon now.
That first aid, your work? Indeed. I tried to remember exactly what you showed me way back when. Ah, I remember now. Oh, sorry. We promised each other not to speak of the past. Silly man, I see you haven't changed a bit. What will you do now? There's something I must tell His Highness. Milady, shouldn't you get some rest? Ah, yes, you're right, Lille. Lille, remember what I told you before? I said a tactician must never make a public apology. Yes, I remember. I regret saying that now. Oh, my lady. I was wondering, my lady, why do you suppose Lady Cyaleeds betrayed us? His Highness was already reeling from the revelation about George. Why did she have to make things worse for him? And to attack Leon like that, it only adds insult to injury. Lille, things aren't as simple as that. For you see, I wouldn't say Lady Cyaleeds betrayed us. What do you mean, my lady? How could one call what she did anything but betrayal? If she had betrayed our plans, the enemy would be at a distinct advantage now. Yet, she did not. Not only that, she had every opportunity to kill the prince herself. Yet, she did not. Huh, indeed. It doesn't add up. You're right as always, my lady. The question then is this. What are Lady Cyaleeds' real intentions? Whose side is she on? One idea comes to mind. However, I'm afraid I'll have to keep it to myself for now, as I don't have any proof. Right now, supporting the prince is our #1 priority. Understood, my lady. Well, despite Cyaleeds' actions, we did repel the enemy advance. This was surely a heavy blow to the Godwins' morale. We have them cornered now. Their next move may well be a desperate one. Excuse me, may I come in? Your Highness, Galleon is waiting for you outside your room. He has something important to discuss. Why doesn't your Highness go speak with him? Don't worry, your Highness. I'll look after Lady Leon while you're gone. Prince Friador. I know I should mind my own business, but please cheer up. Everyone here cares so much about you. You know that, right? Oh, Your Highness. Oh boy, man, a lot's happened, really. I mean, it's a little tough to digest all of it happening in such a short time. And, of course, Galleon's revelations promise even more. And I do want to go and talk to him and get those revelations before we finish out, because, well, after that, we've got a fair bit of freedom, So I want to go ahead and get this through first. Prince Friador, I thank you for coming. Please allow my deepest apologies for summoning you in this matter, but there's something I must tell you. What's up? And why are you so serious? Check that. Nothing unusual there. Seriously, though, why did you ask Kyle and me to come too? I must speak with you all about something very important. It concerns George. George? Galleon, use your brain! Don't you know what the prince is going through right now? This is a hell of a time to bring up that traitor's name. Indeed, His Royal Highness the Prince has much to deal with at the moment. But His Royal Highness needs to hear my story immediately, as do you, Miyakis. Your story? Yes, Miyakis. It seems you have told the Prince what you know of the Sun Palace attack, but you don't know everything. Your Majesty, the enemy has penetrated our defenses. Forgive us. Alright, try to remain calm. We will begin our stand shortly. Await my orders. Yes, sire. Nethergate. So, the rumors were true. Lord Godwin is truly mad. How could he use the same terrorist who murdered his beloved wife? It's not over yet. There can't be many of them. We still have a chance. As your Majesty has no doubt surmised, escape is no longer an option. We must stand and fight now. We will defend your Royal Majesty to the last man. I am aware of the situation. I have no desire to remove myself from the Sun Palace. All I wish is that the children escape to somewhere safe, for I hold our final option. Your Majesty, you can't mean...
Be not afraid. No matter how powerful Nethergate may be, their troops are just as human as we are. Let the Queen see your courage! Here they come.
Take this!
The Sun Rune can do that?
You fools. Threatening me, the Sun's Vicegerent, the executioner of justice, is a grave offense that deserves death.
Arstad, no!
Insects like you aren't even good enough to be tortured. I'll crush you myself right now!
Arstad, snap out of it! Your Majesty!
That's it. I've had it with such worthless subjects. People who don't even know right from wrong. I will bring Lord Lake's fate to the entire country! Worthless subjects who dare defy me! Face the divine vengeance of the sun!
Farron, do you really want me to go through with this?
Your Majesty! Oh! No! No!
I don't expect you to forgive me. You can even curse me if you want to. I can take it.
No. No, George. You did the right thing. You saved me. And more importantly, you saved Valena. Thank you. George, please, for me, take care of my children.
I will. I promise. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty!
George did bear arms against Her Majesty Queen Arshtat. There's no denying that. However, had he not, Prince Friador and Princess Limslia would surely have perished. And the Sun Palace itself may well have been obliterated, if not the entire queendom of Falena. But... Why'd George keep it a secret, though? He should have said something. But that would mean revealing that His Highness's mother killed her beloved husband. Such a revelation would have devastated the queendom. It would have devastated the royal family. For the good of our nation, George has kept the truth to himself. Oh, how will George ever forgive me? I wouldn't have thought twice about killing him. Miyakis, I knew that you, above all others, needed to know the truth as soon as possible. However, the Godwins had me under constant surveillance following their takeover. It was impossible to communicate in secrecy, and for that I ask your eternal forgiveness, Miyakis. I forgive you, Galleon. I speak the truth, Your Highness. It is imperative to your cause that you not think George a traitor. You may trust him with your life, Your Highness. I assure you this, and I assure you as well, Miyakis.
well, well, Her Royal Highness Siledes, welcome back. On behalf of all the subjects of Felena, please let me thank you for saving Queen Limslia.
So it seems while the Queen was on the front line, the most excellent commander of the Queen's Knights was relaxing here, huh?
The Queen and I can't both leave the Sun Palace at the same time, you know. We do have the responsibility of ruling this country, after all.
Yeah, right.
Don't touch me! I don't need your help!
Your Majesty, welcome home. I'm so glad to see you back safe.
Silence. How could you? I will never, ever forgive you! I hope you go to hell.
My, Her Majesty seems to be in a foul mood. Take her to the Sun Palace and remember to be courteous.
Yes, sire. Your Majesty, this way, please.
I said don't touch me!
But Your Majesty.
Go to hell, huh? Yeah, I probably will.
If you're having regrets, why switch sides in the first place?
I don't have any regrets, and I never switch sides either.
I see. Well, that's fine. In any case, I'm just glad we're after the same thing now.
Dream on, Gazelle. Just a little longer. A little longer.
Oh boy. Well, again, so much stuff has happened. It's kind of crazy really to digest it all. Now, where we need to go next is down to the infirmary because, of course, Leon's sick. We want to go see how she's doing. Hopefully things have gotten a little bit better since the Dawn Rune essentially stabilized her. It's interesting though, one thing I've always wondered is, did the prince actively use the Dawn Rune on her, or did the Dawn Rune essentially use itself? I'm not sure the game ever answers that, now that I think about it. Your Highness, Lady Leon hasn't yet opened her eyes. Doc, what the hell's wrong with her? What isn't? There's no reason she should have survived the attack. To be blunt, she should be dead right now. Galleon told me the Dawn Rune was the only thing that saved her. I have to agree. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Leon was dying, but the Dawn Rune suddenly started glowing, and she seemed to stabilize. Really? Do it again! Maybe it'll heal her all the way this time. You gotta do it, Prince. You gotta try it out. You gotta find a way to calm down, Roy. I don't think we can just do it again. The rune was acting all on its own. Well, here I go 3 minutes ago saying, I don't know if the game ever tells you, and yeah, it does, actually. Wow. Good job, mate. So you can't just use it whenever you want to. I see. That complicates things. But Roy is right. If we can get the rune to work again, it's definitely worth trying. We really have no other options. So my advice is to find someone who knows a lot about runes. That would be that crazy lady in black. She's always babbling to herself about this rune or that rune, but she's nuts. Prince, what do you think? Should we try to talk to the lady in black? I love how they're not mentioning her actual name. Hello, Zarase. She's a crazy druid. Well, she is, but still she's the best shot we got. Okay, it's off to the lady in black we go. Oh, Prince? Let me accompany you till Leon's all better. I'll do my best to cover for George, too. I can't even begin to make up for what I owe him, but it's a start. Yeah, you could say that. Okay, so, this is the first opportunity we've had to actually trick out Miyakis. I'm not going to do so just yet, because I want to get through this bit of stuff before we do that. I'll trick her out off camera. But this is a really good opportunity to get her some of the best armor and weapons sharpening in the game. And if you need the money, of course, I mean, there's always the big hole to go to with a good, strong treasure hunting party. Look, over there! Hey, Lady in Black, have we got some questions for you? Lady in Black? Very creative. I see. You've only harnessed half of the Dawn Rune's power. But that's your problem. There's nothing I can do about it. What? Why are you being so mean to us? Because that's pretty much just Sarase in a nutshell. I'm merely telling you the truth. There's nothing more I can do. And if that's all, I'll take my leave. Lady in Black? Well, that was a heap load of help. What are we supposed to do now? Why not try the Western Ruins? The Western Ruins? We don't know yet what the connection the Sindar Ruins have to the Dawn Rune. But it triggered that vision the first time we came here, and the power of the Dawn Rune was unleashed. Perhaps the same thing might happen in other ruins as well? Might as well. Where are the Western Ruins anyway? West of Dorat, there's a place called the Deep Twilight Forest. You'll find them there. Oh, that place! Yeah, that place. You're familiar with the Western Ruins? Well, I went there to explore, but I had no idea what I was in for. Not only did I not find anything, they practically chewed me up and spit me out. But I'm willing to go back if there's a rune involved. Let me come along. So, we get our two not-so-favorite treasure hunters automatically joining us. That, of course, puts the hindrance on any sort of... Well, not really put a hindrance on a treasure hunting party, but at least it puts a hindrance on your flexibility, anyway. Okay, well, basically with that leaves us with only one destination, and that is over to the War Room to update our tactician about all this. Huh? My, isn't this a motley crew? What's going on? Lucretia, let's see, where should I begin? I see. Well, I understand how you feel, and I'd really like to let you go. But the tactician in me says no. No? Why no? Let me be as blunt as possible. I apologize in advance for any unintentional offense. Leon is not the only one who's been injured in this war. Pursuing this mission would make it appear as if His Highness only cares for his own selfish interests. Were this only a mission to save Leon, I could understand your point of view. However, solving the mystery of the Dawn Rune is in the best interest of the entire Nirvana Dawn army. You do realize the tide of battle won't change with but a single rune, don't you, Zweig? You are brutally frank, as usual. Well, that is my job, after all. However, this decision is in His Highness's hands. I cannot force him to stay away from the Western Ruins. Well, yeah, it doesn't actually matter what you choose here, really. But, effectively, she's kind of giving us her tacit permission to go. Oh, I was afraid of that. I will not argue any further, but I have a request, Your Highness. I would like you to travel to the castle of the Phaetos Dragon Cavalry and meet with their commander, Craig Layden. The Dragon Cavalry? Why? They won't lift a finger to help us unless a foreign nation attacks. Exactly. We have the Godwins backed into a corner. They are certainly desperate enough to beg a foreign power for help. We must be prudent and plan ahead in the event of such a desperate measure. Huh, you're right. We shouldn't let the Godwins join forces with any foreign nation, but I don't really... Oh, now I get it. That's what you mean. That's why we need to meet with them. Prince, let's go. Come on, hurry up. Wait, what does she mean? Why do we need to meet with them? I can't help those who are naturally dense. Your Highness, I cannot stress enough the importance of this meeting. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck to you as well, Lady Miyakis. Got it. Now, why Lorelei was so confused about this? Well, I'm staying put. No point coming along now. Ah, what a shame. We'll just have to explore the ruins without you then. Wait, what? The Dragon Cavalry's base is in Sauronix Castle, near the Deep Twilight Forest. So, I knew that. Boggles the mind to think that someone so thick-headed could have discovered any ruins at all. Lucretia simply meant that she wouldn't mind if we stopped by the ruins after meeting with the Dragon Cavalry. She did? Why didn't she just say so? My suspicion is, she wanted to thin out the fools. Come on, there's no time to argue. The Dragon Cavalry's castle and the Deep Twilight Forest are a long ways to the west, so there's no time to waste. Let's go! Okay, alright, so the game did actually explain it. Alright, so now, one last thing we need to do, and that is go back down to the first floor for a second. Because, as it turns out, well, we'll find out in a moment, obviously. But if you go down here, of course they mentioned that the Deep Twilight Forest was very far to the west, and we can, of course, work close to that, so let's go ahead and talk to Vicky and see about doing just that. You know, if you want to forget everything, I can take you to a magical faraway place that no one will ever know about. Oh, never mind. Huh? Magical faraway place? Nope, never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. But you just said it. Prince, you gotta get something to eat. It'll help clear your mind. And besides, I won't be able to teleport you on an empty stomach. So, yeah, we can't teleport. Yay! But we can at least go outside and see about running around. Hey, it's Galleon! Your Highness, I bid you farewell for now. So where are you going, Galleon? When should we expect you back? It's not a matter of going anywhere. I'm leaving, and I shall not return. Leaving? Why? A knight as experienced as you brings so much to the prince's cause. I came here to place Leon under Dr. Silva's care. And I wanted His Highness, you, and Kyle to know the truth about George. Now that I've accomplished both of my goals, there's no further reason for me to stay. No, Galleon, you can come fight with us. We'd love to have you. Right, Prince? Abso-freaking-lutely. Your Highness, it would be an honor far beyond what I deserve. Nevertheless, my utter inability to protect the Falanan royal family has led to much sadness and suffering. I have no right to even call myself a Queen's Knight anymore. Staying by the prince's side after my failures would be far too pleasant a fate for a failure such as myself. Galleon! Typical. Hey, what's up, Doc? I knew this would happen. You haven't changed a bit in 20 years. I haven't? Please put aside your personal feelings, Galleon. You're no failure, and even if you were, that's not the issue. Look at the prince. He may be young, but he's kept on fighting the good fight despite countless difficulties. Why do you suppose he's able to do that? Because he's the prince? No, it's because there's an enemy that must be defeated for the sake of Falena and her people. Are you going to abandon Falena and her people just because you think you've failed the Queen's Knights? Are you going to run from the enemy? Because if you are, then you would truly be failing Falena. Silva, you're right. Your Highness, can these old bones be of any service to you? Your Highness, I am most honored and humbled. I love this nation with all my heart. If the prince fights for Falena, then let me take up arms for the prince. And Galleon becomes a Star of Destiny. Wow, Dr. Silva! Galleon can be a stubborn old geezer, but you got him to wield in no time. Nothing new for me. Huh? I'm going back to the infirmary. I'll allow you all the pleasure of dealing with Galleon now. Shall I join you now, Your Highness? Yep. So, yeah. Yeah. I'll explain Galleon in a second, but yeah. Alright, so Galleon is the game's best tank. Period. He has incredibly high HP, defense, and strength. He can not quite attack on the level of Richard and Belku. Then again, who can? But he can take the blows like nobody's business. I mean, this man is a sponge if there ever was one. So if you do want to use him, get him the best armor you can because he's heavy armor. And try to level up his mowdown skill as much as you can, because just like Ghosh, he can do mowdown, which means he can hit a row of enemies, if it queues, of course. So try to level that skill up as much as you can, and he can basically lay waste to enemy lines. He is, I mean, really, you've got your three best tanks in the game now. You've got Richard as avoidance, you've got Isabel as a bit of both, avoidance and take it, and Galleon is just a straight out sponge. So those are your three best tanks in the game, pretty much by far. And yeah, definitely very much welcome for our side of the battle. Alright, so we've gone on a while, and by the time you guys will have watched this, I will have sliced this in two. So this will be, well, Thursday's episode actually. So next time on Suikoden 5, we've got one last major recruiting cycle, and it's time to get it started. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.